Hi there, and wake the edition of Fantasy Studs. I'm your host, the Stud. Because I'm not a fantasy, that would make me the stud, right? Fantasy stud. Well, anyways, last week not too bad. Season as a whole, not too bad. I'm still in first place. I lost last week to the only team that's never won before, so now they won. And remember, folks, this wins or losses is for our scoring system. It might help your scoring system if your scoring system is like ours. If it's not, sorry, can't help you. Okay, Arizona at St. Louis. Larry Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner coming back to the Dome. I like that. Atlanta at Oakland. Gotta go with the running backs of Atlanta. Buffalo against the Jets. I don't know why, but I see Buffalo's defense having a good game because Favre's been really erratic lately, and I just don't like Brett Favre. Chicago at Detroit. I say Matt Forte, Matt Forte, Matt Forte, Matt Forte. 4 times for the Forte. Okay, Cleveland, Baltimore. Baltimore's defense. Cleveland. No, Baltimore's defense. Denver at Miami. I don't like anybody in this game, but I know you got to start somebody, so start Jay Cutler. He's going to do dick. Colts at New England. Again, Peyton Manning, Randy Moss, Joseph Adai supposed to be playing. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. I say Jacksonville running backs, David Gerard, and if you're starting a Bengal this late in the season, your team really does suck. Okay, Minnesota at Houston. You got to go with the A-Train, Peterson, and probably Schaub. Giants at Dallas. Tough game for Dallas. Brad Johnson's not really opening up any room for the running game. So you're going to have to probably go with Brandon Jacobs. That's the only one. Possibly, I could see this one actually being a relatively low-scoring game, not a lot of fantasy points. Philadelphia at Seattle. Brian Westbrook, Brian Westbrook, Brian Westbrook, Brian Westbrook. 4 times the charm. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against Kansas City. I think, just for this game, they're going to realize the errors in their way of Tampa Bay last week. You started Antonio Bryant with 4 out of the first 5 completions across the middle, and then threw to him once more the rest of the game. Yet on those 4 completions were all first downs. I think Antonio Bryant, huge game. And he's on my fantasy team. Tennessee against my beloved Packers. Tough call, but homer call. Aaron Rodgers, Greg Jennings. But I think Green Bay's tight ends are going to score this week. And the Monday night slant. Barack Obama's Washington Redskins against John McCain's Pittsburgh Steelers. I think, wow. Clinton Portis, probably not. Pittsburgh, God, this game is just fantasy no-nos written all over it. You know, I mean, because Roethlisberger could have a decent game, but do we really want Obama not to win? Tough call. But I think we're going to have to go with Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger. And, Ben Roethlisberger backwards is Roethlisberger. Just a joke. Hold on a second. It's asking me to start a backup on my computer right now. Okay. Now, who do I think is going to have the most impact of every game? Well, let's see. Torrey Holt doing a lot of whining. Don't think it's going to help. Atlanta, Chicago. Well, we already know Forte is going to have a big game, but I'm looking for a surprise here. Somebody nobody's really thinking is going to have a huge game. And who do I think that person's going to be? I think the person that's going to have a big game this week is a tight end. Now you're thinking to yourself, tight end, tight end, tight end. Tony Gonzalez. Antonio Gates. Can't be Gates, he's off this week. So, gee, pray tell, what could it be? I think the number 1 tight end this week is going to be Benjamin Montgomery Watson. Possibly the greatest fantasy football tight end of this week. Until next time, this has been a fantasy, and I'm the Stud.